Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm gonna take you along on a chest workout today. We hit, as you guys can see right here, we hit some little warm-up movements in the cable chest fly. So in the cable chest fly, as you see on the screen right now, I am trying to squeeze my biceps together, really just activate that chest before we move on to our first working movement and our first working set. So next, I'm gonna be doing right here, right now, in my first working set of incline barbell bench is going to be just some acclimation sets. So in these first couple sets, I'm really just trying to feel out the movement, really retract my scapula, dig my traps into the pad, stay stable, create a good contraction throughout the entire range. You're gonna notice that I'm not going all the way down and I'm staying within my active range of motion. So I'll kind of show you the clip right here, but how I get in my active range of motion. So what I'm gonna do is set up like I normally would, and I'm not gonna take the bar off of the rack, and you're gonna notice that I'm not gonna go all the way down, and that's why is because I do have past impingements in my shoulder, I have restrictions, and also I have just some other things going on in my shoulder. So I'm gonna go down as far as my body allows me to, and to really get that is to do it with no weight, because if you do it with weight, I'm still gonna be forcing myself down. So as you can see, this is my active range, and after you find that active range, that's gonna be your working, where you're going to work during your working weight. So during these acclimation sets, just really get things firing, and as we move on and progress, the form's gonna stay the same. You know, we're not gonna start going all the way down to our chest for no reason. There's gonna be a rhyme and reason while we're doing things. So really pay attention to that. Moving on to the first working sets, I'm gonna be starting with 195 pounds on the bar, and I'm gonna do that for 5 to 6 reps. It's gonna be pretty easy, but I'm gonna really start out there and get things firing on all cylinders. The next tip I have for you guys during this barbell incline press is going to be really keen to drive your elbows out towards the wall, and also I'm trying to keep that bar high on my chest and really bias those clavicular fibers of my chest, which tend to run upward and connect to my clavicle here, my collarbone, and then as we enter more of the middle of the chest, those fibers are going to start running horizontal. So I'm really going to try to keep the bar high, really lead my elbows out, and stay strict to that, and really try to bias those clavicular fibers of my chest.
Do you recall, not long ago, when you would walk on the sidewalk? Innocent, remember, all we did was care for each other, but the night was warm, we were bold and young. All around, the wind blows, we would only hold on to let go. Focus, fire gun, we need someone to lean on. Focus, fire gun, all we need is somebody to lean on. Focus, fire gun.
All right, here we have a drop set. So I'm setting myself up for the drop set, and we actually in this workout did 2 drop sets in the last 2 sets of incline barbell bench press. But why I'm putting the weights that way is because I want to be able to strip that weight as fast as possible when I go to drop it, because as you see, I do not have a spotter during this. I knew I was not going to be working up to a weight that I could not handle, or dropping to a weight that I could not handle for the 5 to 6 reps that I did in the drop set. So as you guys will see, as I finish this first working set here, moving right into my drop, by the 25s being on the outside, I'm able to quickly drop those weights and get right back into my drop set in my working sets. So that is why I advise doing that. You might be confused by it a little bit at first, or it might, look funny or anything like that, but I promise you it's for a reason, and I do recommend doing it.
honest, that double drop set is insane, especially fire up your CNS, get you moving towards that next set. So what we have next is supposed to be weighted dips, okay? So personally, I don't like doing weighted dips, especially right now, as I'm still acclimating to body weight dips. If you can't do body weight dips, you should have no reason to be doing weighted dips. That's where a lot of your shoulder issues are coming from. A lot of those impingements are happening because of those weighted dips. And you're just forcing yourself in that passive range of motion. So what we're gonna be doing is, our rep scheme is anywhere from 5 to 6 reps in this new program. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna tailor that to me. So to tailor it to you, just take it, tweak it, keep it the same movement, keep it the same tempo, just tweak it to you. So what we're gonna be doing with that is, instead of 5 to 6 reps, I'm gonna be doing 8 to 10, maybe even 12 reps, especially in my first sets. So we're gonna do that for 5 total sets. And also on your sheet, you're gonna see, on my sheet, if you guys buy this program, you'll see it. That's 4 and 5 are supposed to be a drop set. So what we're gonna do, instead of doing a drop set, we're just gonna do a cluster set. What is a cluster set? A cluster set is when you perform the reps and then you take a short break, sort of an intra-set break, which is, our intra-set break is gonna be around 10 seconds. And then we're gonna complete that rep scheme 1 to 2 more times. So that's what I'm gonna do. Really the takeaway from this is just really tailor the workout to you. Do the best you possibly can with that. I'm gonna teach you guys one more thing before we finish this next set out. So what we're gonna do is, you see these bars, I'm sure if you have these bars in your gym, sometimes they're kind of angled, but sometimes they're straight. You guys will see what I mean here. So you guys have this angled out bar. You can kind of see it comes out this way. So what we're gonna do, we're really trying to bias our chest in these chest dips. So not only are we gonna lean forward to bias the chest fibers, we're also gonna scoot our hands back towards the wider part of these bars. So the closer, the more narrow you are, the more upright you are, the more tricep activation you're gonna get. And the further back, wider your hands are, and leaning forward, the more chest activation you're gonna get. So pay attention to that when you guys watch. All right guys, the final chest movement is going to be the cable fly. The exact same thing as what we started out on, but we're gonna increase that weight a little bit in our working sets. So 4 sets, 10 to 12 reps, RPE 9. So when you're done, you only have 1 rep left in the tank. So stay tuned for that. Watch the cues, learn something. I know, me again, but this is important. So, as I'm executing this, you're gonna notice I'm really paying attention to which fibers I'm biasing. So, let me rephrase that. I can't only target certain fibers in my chest. Like, my entire chest is gonna fire, absolutely. But we can, it's certain that we can at least bias a part of our chest. So, and also get maximal recruitment by the way our lever moves, meaning our arm towards our chest. So bringing that attachment in the upper arm to the origin in our chest. So just bringing that point together, but at which angle do we get maximum recruitment? So you're gonna notice I kind of come from an upward angle and come down to where I get maximal recruitment in my chest. So really pay attention to where you get maximal recruitment and stay there in your contractions. Done with chest, moving to arms. But I'm done talking to you. So have fun listening to the commentary.
What's going on, guys? I'm back. I'm at home. I wanted to do this commentary for you. One, because I was tired of talking in the gym. I just wanted to get done with my workout. And 2, I think I just better explain things at home in my own setting. So Here I'm doing the dumbbell skull crusher or dumbbell lying tricep extension or whatever you want to call it. But things to focus on here and watch is my elbow is staying absolutely fixed. My shoulder is not elevating, or there's no movement of any kind in my shoulder. So I'm really focusing on getting that stretch in my tricep on the eccentric portion, and then really contracting and squeezing and initiating that contraction on the concentric portion with my tricep. I'm trying to keep tension on my triceps that entire set. And next we move right into the preacher curl, where the cues on this are quite simple, but folks tend to mess that up. So what we're going to do is really think about driving our triceps into that pad as hard as possible to initiate that concentric portion of the range. So we're not displacing any of that load to our front delts, and that is just going to help maximize that tension and that force of contraction in that bicep. So try those cues out for those arm movements, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. See you next time.